Celestial rising, grand afternoon, and divine night to the beautiful deity watching this video. Should divine reflection, divine messenger, shoot, divine reflection, whatever you want to call me. And we are back with another message. And hey, if you choose to, if you enjoy these videos, if you have made it this far so far, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm not going to tell you to like, comment, subscribe, but if you choose to, I really appreciate it. If you don't, I appreciate it either way. And if you want to watch this whole video to see if you want to like, comment, or subscribe, then so be it. I thank you for even taking the time out of your day to even watch the beginning of this video. So now we have a question by Rain Cordio. How often are wounds, we gotta watch out for this. Watch out for that frequency right there. All right. How often are wounds from your own subconscious extracted just through taking care of / observing these kids? Now, I like that, because wounds, the one wound that I was noticing the other day, and I'm gonna have a picture on the screen as well, but as y'all can see, I put one of the kids' homework on the screen right here, and this is just to really see what a lot of the kids are working on. So I believe that this is, second grade work according to the bottom of this. And, as I was, one of the kids, for number 2 and number 6, so one of the boys, he got 1, 3, 5, and 4 right. But then he asked me, what is 2 and 6? And the thing is, too, it's not like to bring the kid down or whatever, because I want to uplift him. And by me doing that, I just asked him a question, because I figured, like when I was younger, asking help for homework, I remember I wouldn't know some things that I thought were easy to understand. Like at this age, I feel as if they should know this, but as I put myself in their shoes, they're only 7 years old, 8 years old, whatever age they are in this grade, they don't know what we know just yet. And a lot of kids, it takes time for them to actually understand the work that they're being given. It takes them a minute to even understand the work that they're actually being given. So because of that, I had to take my time and be patient with them. So when when the boy asked me, what is number 2? I said, come on now. Because the thing is, too, they want to play. They don't want to do the homework. And I get that. Because once I broke it down, too, because the thing is, like, these moments in my mind, they happen fast. And something is like, my ego wanted to get so mad, because it's just like, you should know what a planet is. But then it's just like, spiritually, I'm like, hold on, Devon, hold on. You got to understand what grade this boy is in. Not only that, I know y'all can see the American Revolution in the back, that paper in the back. There was a young girl who was going through that. And the thing is, these kids don't even ask for help no more. They just come and sit right next to me as if I'm going to get them the answer to their homework. But the thing is, I asked them, did you even attempt to read the homework? And they say yes, and I say, no, you didn't. Because if you did, you wouldn't know what the answer is. Now, if you don't know what the answer is, I can help you. But the thing is, in life, you cannot just sit next to someone and expect them to give you the answers, because that's not how it goes. Because when you become an adult, you cannot expect another adult to give you the answers to how to pay for life insurance or car insurance or your bills or your taxes or how to feed your family or how to cook. You may have to do this shit on your own, especially in college, because in college, I had to learn how to do things on my own as well. That's what helped me become a better man every single day, was by going to college and understanding that there were some people I couldn't cheat off of. There were some people, now of course, I say, like with women, for example, they would give me answers to their homework, but some people don't have that luxury, because there are some people who would ask me for the homework. And I'm like, fam, if I ain't even do the homework, I know you ain't do the homework, because there would be times I would choose to do my homework. That's because I was lazy. But I know how it feels to not want to do it, because there were times where I wanted to sleep. I had to go practice. I had to go travel for games. There were times I wanted to play the game. There was times I wanted to go party. There was times I wanted to go watch a movie. There were times I wanted to do my own thing. I didn't want to sit here and be on my desk just writing homework to please a professor who can't even teach me how to be my own boss. Not only that, you're not even your own boss. So I know you can't teach me what I can teach myself right now. I'm making way more than what my professors or teachers were teaching me even back then. So by this happening, I said, what is that? And he figured it out. I said, what is number 6? And he didn't even know. But I said, yes, you do know. Because I hate when they say that. Because I remember, too, I used to get yelled at. And it would take me, and the thing is, it would take me so long to do my homework. And I see why it takes them so long to do their own homework as well. Because their attention spans are just it's just non-existent now, especially with social media running at an all-time high. That's all they focus on. They focus on trends. They focus on what is trending. So the one wound that helped heal me is my anger, my patience, my generosity, my compassion. Because all these things right here, let me understand that I can't get mad at you for not learning about fallen Nephilim's curriculum in the school systems that don't even belong to you. So the thing is, you're learning about these things in second grade, but they are somewhat important, but they're not. So for example, even the American Revolution, not saying that it's not important to learn about that, but for example, it says what started the American Revolution. It's like, why were the colonists upset about the Stamp Act and Tea Act? What is the name of the people from the colonies who helped plan the war? What was the Declaration of Independence? When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? So all four of those things right there, to me, when you get older, those things don't serve you any purpose because you don't talk about that shit every single day. Not only that, why are these kids learning about war? Why is that the foundation for most classes? Now, that is per se a class in some instances. And I think too, this girl had to be in third grade who was learning about that. But either way it goes, she's 9, so she might be in third grade. Yeah, third grade or fourth grade. But they're smart. They just choose not to do the work, and I understand that. So it's like, I say another thing too, understanding, because I say when I had homework, my mother wasn't understanding of my patience, and I just chose not to do the work because I was just so lazy. I was tired. I was, getting home from school and practice. I wanted to play the game. I just wanted to be a kid. And then I just felt like too, school robbed me of my childhood. I feel like it robbed me of my childhood just because there were things that I could have been doing that could have benefited me. I could have been learning about all these things I'm teaching myself right now. I wanted my mother to teach me as well, my father. And so this next picture right here with the skip backwards by 10 or skip count backwards by 10. So, and another thing too, he's writing his 30s backwards, his 70 backwards, his 90 backwards, 150 backwards, 140 backwards. And it's just like, is that a bad thing? No, not really. But when it comes down, as he gets older, I feel like too, you gotta give a kid grace because it's just like, it's backwards, yeah, but at least you know the concept of the numbers. So 0, 10, 20, 30, okay, you got that. The only difference is you just wrote it backwards. But I'm okay with that because why? You're not gonna be perfect, and that's what some parents don't understand. A parent, because when he wrote that, actually the one thing that we struggle with, he was asking me, he was like, what is the middle one between 210 and 190? And we spent almost 5 to 10 minutes on that number right there. And mind you, the number was 200 the whole entire time, and he knew the answer. But he was asking me, Coach, what comes after 190? And I was asking him, and the thing is too, I was about to get mad because I would ask him, he would sit there in thought, and then he would look over to the right. And I'm like, look, I said, pay attention. Come on. You have to get this. You got to understand this. And he was just like, he would sit there. He was just like, and I could see myself in the boy, even in the girl as well who was sitting right next to me. Not only that, there was another girl right next to me as well. And she was doing the count where the girl with the B, they were basically like circling around me, and she was standing to the right of me. There was a girl that starts with an M sitting right next to me. And then the boy, his name starts with a C. He was sitting right in front of me. The girl with the B, of course, the one who got her ass whooped and all that, she had math homework, but it was like the counting thing. So for example, let's say 5 flowers on the top, 5 flowers on the bottom, and she had the box. And I told her to write the numbers down, and she didn't even know how to write the numbers, and she's 5 years old. Nothing wrong with that, but it's like, sweetheart, you gotta want to stop playing all the time, because the thing is too, they want to get a reaction out of me. So that's what I learned too. They want reactions out of me so that they can study my mannerisms and copy it, because their subconscious mind is a sponge. So whenever I told B, what is that number right there? How do you write 10? She was like, I don't know. I don't know how to write it. Can you do it for me? Like, no, you have to learn how to do this stuff for yourself, because I can't hold your hand for the rest of your life. You have to be a big girl. I said, are you a big girl? She was like, yes. So you know how to write that. And I said, C, back to you, young man. What is the number between 190 and 210? Now, of course, we got other kids who are listening, and they're making fun of him. And I'm just like, we're not doing that. Just because you know doesn't mean he does not know it at the moment. He does know it, but because you know it does not mean you should blurt the answer out, because you're just giving him the answer and he's not able to actually sit there and critically think for problem solving skills, because all these things are just helping you problem solve, filling in the blanks basically. And these numbers, I ain't gonna say you should know these numbers, because if you want to count your money, you have to be able to get over 100. If you can't count to 100, you're not gonna be able to count your bread. Know your bills, know your expenses, know your taxes. You're not gonna be able to pay for, your kids' funding for school, just all these different things that you need to have in life. These things are necessarily important. Now, majority of it is not, but it's essential for you to develop as you get older. So once he finally figured out, it took him 10 minutes to, get to the number 200. But I was just like, the thing is though, I didn't sit there and say, good. No, I was just like, I said, what's the number? He said, 200. I said, let's go, my boy. Like, you got it. It's just that simple. You knew it the whole entire time. So the thing is, I could have bruised his ego and said, man, you're stupid, you're dumb, you will never be shit. Like, I could have cursed him, but no. The thing is, I understand why it took me so long to get my mind right for these different teachings or curriculums, but history repeats itself. So because now I can be an inspiration to these kids, it's just like, nah, bro, you got it the whole entire time. Don't stress yourself out. I know you want to go and play and all that, but you have to be able to get this stuff, because you don't want to go home and do this same exact homework. No, let's go ahead and finish it right now so you can go ahead and have fun and go play with your friends, because you know this stuff already, but you just choose not to do it. So I feel as if generosity, compassion, being genuine, loving, caring, patience, curiosity, having integrity. What else? Honesty as well. I say honesty because the one thing I think there was another page too I wanted to take a picture of, but just those two pictures alone, they just helped me really see in the mind of a kid and how these kids, they just want to have fun. I feel like a lot of this stuff, it's cool to do, but these kids just don't care about this stuff anymore. Not saying that it's not a bad thing, but it's a bad thing, because a lot of times what they care about is Roblox, or they care about is TikTok, YouTube, their favorite streamers. They care about saying trends, because they know a lot of trends that adults are doing right now. And I ask myself, how do you know that? But I'm not surprised because of the households that these kids are living in. And I just feel as if, man, a lot of the wounds, especially me getting yelled at, me getting my stuff taken away from me on punishment, that's where my attitude developed, because I was just only projecting what my mother projected onto me, or my teachers as well. And the thing is, I always knew, like, even with this work, it does not matter. Now, of course, I'm thankful to have read at an accelerated level, to do my work at a heightened level. I was thankful to go through these different obstacles, but there are a lot of times in school, bro, I thought I was slow, because I just didn't choose to do the work. Not only that, it wasn't that I was slow, it's the fact that I didn't want to be patient with myself. On top of that, I didn't even study. I hated to study. I hated coming home from, like, imagine being a kid and you know that you don't have much time being 5 years old, 4 years old to 18, because once you're 18, life, it cranks up. So I understood that at a young age, I won't have enough time to be a kid. So I wanted to savor every moment, but every moment I tried to save myself, and there comes school with the leash. School had me on a leash, and I hated studying. I hated coming home from practice. I hated coming home from, and I feel like too, sports kept me in a chokehold also, because I had to eliminate hanging out with friends or going to the mall a lot. I had to hang up, being on the game all the time. That shit, it hurts, because that stuff robbed me from actually being a child. And of course, I do enjoy playing basketball. I did enjoy being with my teammates. I enjoyed traveling, because I went to so many states. But the thing is, there were times where I just wanted to be a kid playing in my neighborhood. And what's crazy, I used to actually do that a lot. Like, I also had a balance. So I had a balance going outside till it became nighttime, and there was no street lights in my neighborhood. But once the sun went down, it was fully dark. That's when I went home, because it was just common sense. I didn't want to get kidnapped that night. But I would come home in the afternoon. If I had practice, if I did my homework, I'm outside playing with my friends and shit. But that was the best moments that I ever had, because it helped me escape my household. Because when I would get yelled at for doing homework and stuff like that. And the thing is too, thanks to my mom for that, because it's just like it helped me become a better man. And of course, I understand my mom now, because there are times to where I don't get paid enough to educate you on this type of curriculum, literally. So, but the thing is, I'm thankful to help teach them, because by me becoming more conscious every single day, this helps me figure out who I am as a man as well. And it helps me learn that, you know what, some of these kids just need help. And they're looking for that help at home. But when you're getting constantly yelled at, when your parent gives up on you and just says, man, just go do that shit at school, I don't know the answer to that. It's just like, the kid's just gonna be like, well, since you give up on me, I'm gonna give up on myself. Because I feel like by me giving up on myself, that's the only thing that I know, because you do it to me every single day. But the kid can't articulate those thoughts, because they see themselves they think that giving up is just the best option. So like, for example, even with 2K, and the thing is, I'm not trying to correlate games and real life together, but just with video games, for example, there are a lot of times you can be playing against somebody 1v1. You can be busting their ass. And, you know, just speaking from experience, I can be busting somebody's ass. And the thing is, they'll quit before the third quarter even happens, before the second quarter even comes. Why is that? Because when life is pushing them around, when things get tough for them, these people, they just give up easily. So if I see you quitting before the second quarter, that to me just shows, like, for one, you getting whooped so bad, you just don't want to finish the game out because you don't believe you can come back. It's a numbers game. It's all about runs. You can come back. So in real life, when math, when language arts, when geography, when science, when social studies, when all these subjects are whooping your ass, never submit yourself to them, because they're not more dominant than you. All they are just curriculum topics or subjects to help you understand what you should be learning about your simulation. It's all simulated information. On top of that, this is a waste of time. Not saying that it's a bad thing to be wasting your time in, but it's a waste of time helping you understand that, for example, Tom threw the what to his dog? Stick. Now, of course, we know for number 7 on this other page, we know that this is an easy thing to talk about or easy thing to cover. But for a kid, they don't know. Like, the kid would think that Tom threw the frog to his dog. Is he wrong for saying that? Is the kid wrong for saying Tom threw the track to his dog? No. And then we could laugh about it, cool, but that isn't the answer that they are looking for. And the kid can ask, well, why does it matter what answer they're looking for? Exactly. I wish I knew the answer to that question, my boy, but for this homework, that's what they are requiring you to do. They're requiring you to figure this answer out and to make it a correct answer, so you can have some correlation between Tom and his dog. So of course you wouldn't throw a frog to a dog, but you can. So it's not wrong, but they mark this stuff as wrong. But how is that wrong when the kid believes he or she is right? That's why, bro, to the people who are in school right now, it is wasting your time. And the thing is, all the things that you have learned, I'll say the elementary school topics or teachings are the one things that matter. Because once you get older, in middle school and high school and college, that work that you go through does not benefit you whatsoever. Unless in college you are doing things to help build for your career. I say those things are more important. But all the elementary school teachings that you are going to learn about from the time you're in 1st grade to 5th grade, those things are very important, and you should be paying attention to those things as well, because those are the basics for the foundation of all subjects that you will come across. But if you don't know what you're coming across, if you don't know how to study, if you don't know how to learn outside of school, then you will never learn while you are in school, because all it is just retaining information. So how much information can you retain? I didn't even make this video too long, but yeah, basically I just wanted to cover that because I just felt like it was really interesting, you know, how these kids are just learning in school. And the one thing that also helped me heal is just forgiving. I forgive them. So even, and the thing is too, the one thing that makes it funny is because they sit next to me because they know that if they don't know something, they want to see if I'll get mad at them. So I'll act as if, you know, I get mad, but all I'm doing is just seeing them laugh. That's the most beautiful thing to me. So for example, when the girl with the M, when she was sitting next to me on my left, she asked me something about the American Revolution. No, actually a number. I said, what is 88 minus 75? And she said 60. So I looked at her. I said, how is 88 minus 75 60? I said, let me know. And she just started busting out laughing. But That to me brought me a lot of joy. So another one, joy. When we make mistakes, joy is the most essential thing in this whole process, because it helped me learn that, you know what, have fun, because none of this stuff actually matters. Parents will get mad because a kid does not know spell castings on a piece of paper. You're mad at a child because they don't know the spells that you were taught. It's like, I can't get mad that you don't know the Boston Tea Party or you don't know 88 minus 75. That's not your fault. But how can we work on this? How can we grow from this? Let's stop playing and let's make sure we get this stuff right, because I want you to get a good grade. I just say, for me, I want you to pass your classes. So I don't want you to just put mediocre work. I actually want you to be able to show your work. I want you to be able to understand that you know these subjects, that you can move on and graduate from this stupid ass school system that serves you and your kids no good. All it does is keep you enslaved into a different system of spells that you and your kids will be learning as you get older. But as you get older, as you're on your deathbed, there is no indication of the importance of the schools that you went to. College didn't matter, work didn't matter. What matters is how you are living in the moment. Because when you are about to die physically, did you enjoy every single moment? Because when you are on your deathbed, once you see your life flash before your eyes, that's when you actually begin to live. Because right now we're not living for ourselves, we're living for somebody else's ego. So we're told to go do our homework, or else what? You're gonna punish me because I don't know the answers. I don't know the answer to 5 times 5 or 16 times 7. You're gonna punish me because I don't want to do this homework. I'm tired, Mom. I'm tired, Dad. I don't want to do this. I just want to go to sleep. I just want to go to school. I just want to play with my friends. But no, I gotta do this homework, or else I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna get held back. So that pressure on our kids right there just shows that they don't want to get made fun of. They don't want to get held back. So you have to try so hard in school to make sure that you keep up with your peers. But then again, though, imagine keeping up with your peers. Imagine maintaining this certain grade point average to where when you get older, that GPA didn't really matter, because all you worked hard to do, actually, all you worked hard and did in your life for school, everything that you did in school brought you to working for somebody else's enlightenment. So you maintain a 4.3 GPA all throughout high school, but if you're still working for somebody, if you're still clocking into somebody's job, was it worth it? If you're not your own boss, was all of that worth it? Yes and no, because you definitely put in the work. You studied, you passed every test, you got all A's. That's good. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, because you are actually, I'm not going to say that you're more smart than anybody, but you are more disciplined and you're able to retain more information. You're a hard worker. That basically proves that you are a hard worker. There's some people who are not willing to work hard on their homework, and that's okay. But somebody can have a 1.5 GPA and still be a boss. Somebody can have a 4.3 GPA and they can still be a boss as well. Or you can be a servant, or you can be a consumer. Either way it goes, being a producer is what matters. So as you get older, how will you work for yourself? Now, of course, yes, you have to work your way up to being a boss, but you have to be able to figure out what you want to do in life. So before you even get to high school or middle school, if you are young watching this video, even before you get to college, what do you want to do with your life? All this work that you're getting is here for a reason. And I feel as if the wounds that I had to go through are helping me, and I'm passing them down to these kids right here, letting them know, like, hey, I am in your corner. I know that this stuff gets hard, and if I don't know it, I tried my best. But guess what really matters? You tried your best as well. And the thing is, too, your teacher can't get mad that you tried. That's the number one importance for me as well. Trying. At least you tried. Because the thing is, I can give you the answers all I want, but if you don't try, is it really working for you? Because I can give you every answer for every subject for you, but if you can't do it yourself, now you're looking for a handout and you're depending on me. And if I'm not here to help you with your homework, and your parents can't help you, and your other counselors can't help you, who else is going to help you besides yourself? And if you can't help yourself, then your teacher can't even help you, because they don't want to really help you for real, because they actually want you to fail. Why? They're going to get paid either way it goes. If they see you 5 times, every single time you get held back, if you get held back 5 times, they don't care. They're going to see you either way it goes. Some teachers are not there to help you because they can't even help themselves. So if you can't help yourself, what will you be doing with your life besides complaining and crying, getting mad, being upset with your parents and yourself? It's all accountability. That's why another wound as well, accountability. I take accountability for all the things I did not do, because I was just lazy. So being motivated, that's another thing as well. That wound, I'm motivated to help them with their homework as well. And the thing is, I'm not an educator, but I don't mind educating the youth because they need a higher spiritual form of education. But I don't want to make this video too long, man. I really appreciate this question. And if you guys have any more questions as well, actually, if you made it towards this video, towards the ending of this video, I appreciate you also. And thank y'all for tuning in and watching this video. And thank you for subscribing if you have. Thank you for the new people who have joined the family. Thank you for liking. And thank you for just being yourself. And if you have more questions, feel free to comment down below, you know, because I'll answer any question, honestly. But thank y'all for being here. Thank you for being a part of this divine family. And today is Tuesday. Make sure you have a great, wonderful day and stay prosperous. And always remember, stay enlightened. Have a great day, God and Goddess.